Hi there. Today, I want to talk about building true hand speed. Okay, not the kind of hand speed that you get from using a push and pull technique or from using a Moeller technique. Those techniques are fantastic and we can utilize those for different areas or different times of our playing or different aspects or situations that we find ourselves in. But the exercise we're going to work on today, it just hits the fundamentals of building drum chops for speed. It's going to hit the muscles, it's going to hit the tendons that are necessary for developing that for us. And while those other techniques are great and they could help us and you should learn them, I feel like we maybe miss out on some of that just building the foundation, right? Laying the first brick of our drumming house really, really well. So I want to challenge you to go through these exercises with me today. Let's see where your maximum speed is, and we'll work through it. We'll play it together, and I want you to try this exercise every day for 2 weeks and track how much progress you can make in just that short period of time. All right? So if you haven't yet, grab your sticks, grab your pad, get ready to go. Our first tempo together will be 110, and we will aim for hitting 180 today. All right. So it's 8 on a hand exercise. 8 hits in the right hand, 8 hits in the left hand. Then we're going to alternate back and forth a little bit. All right. Here we go. 110. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I'm going to talk a little bit between each level so you guys have a chance to shake your hands out if you're just getting warmed up. Go ahead and do that. First thing I want to tell you is we're going to do each of these reps 10 times. All right, we're going to loop it 10 times as our just getting our reps in, all right, before we bump it up. So here's 120. We're going to go 10 times on 120. Here we go. 5, 6, right hand first. All right, there's 10 reps of 120. As you build this and as we get a little bit faster, you're probably going to switch from a wrist stroke to a stroke that incorporates a little bit of finger control, right? And that's going to happen for a few reasons. Reason number one is as we get faster, your stick height is going to come down lower because it takes time for the stick to travel. So if we shorten up that travel distance, we shorten up the travel time, we can play faster, more relaxed. But as we're playing a lower stroke, we don't even need the full capability of the wrist motion, the wrist, the full range of motion. So the fingers can kind of take over, and they're a little bit speedier too. All right, so in my ultimate snare drum exercises, we talk about how to use that finger control. So check out that video if we want. I'll give you a couple exercises for building that finger control. Here is 130. Get ready. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that was 130. Next, we're going to do 140. But before we do that, just know that if this feels like it's too slow for you, that you're not developing your speed, that's okay. You can start at whatever tempo feels good for you, as long as you're not taxing yourself. You shouldn't be maxing yourself out. You shouldn't be pushing the tempo at the tempo you start on. You want to start a little under and work your way up so you get warmed up. If you're not warmed up, it's going to be harder to hit your maximum speeds, okay? So if you feel like starting at 140 is better for you, you can start at 140, and that's okay, all right? If you need to start slower than 110, that's okay too. Go ahead and start at 70, go ahead and start at 80, whatever you need to do, all right? Here is 140. 5, 6, right hand first. All right, so that's 140. At this point, you should be getting a little bit more of the finger control involved with the back of the stick as you progress. Here's 150. This is the tempo that I generally start at. And I do 10 reps, and I work my way up all the way to 180. And that's sort of where I usually stop. Unless I'm working on something where I have to play faster for some reason, then I'll push it a little farther. But this is the lifetime warm-up for me. And I've found sort of where I need to be tempo-wise to do the stuff that I do every day. And 180 is that sweet spot for me. So for easy maintenance, for part of warm-up, that's good. And if you find a tempo that you like to stick at with that, that's awesome. So if you're still with us, if you're still doing 150, here we are. Let's try it. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, there's 150. If we lost some people at 150, that's okay. Here's what you're gonna do. As soon as you hit the tempo where you feel like you fall apart, you're building tension to try to push through for speed, or anything like that, you're gonna back it up. Go to the last tempo that felt comfortable. Maybe it's 140. Maybe you gotta go back to 130. But you're gonna hang out at that tempo for 10, 20, 30 reps a day. And then at the end of that, whatever you decide to do, the more you do, the faster you'll get better. You're gonna bump it up one click, right? So say you do your 20 reps at 140, then you bump it up to 141. Then you bump it up to 142 and just slowly get your way to 150. That's where the real progress happens. That's the real secret to using this exercise to build your tempos, all right? Here's 160, new tempo. If you're still hanging with us, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I think we did a bonus in there. I think we did 11 that time. But hey, that's okay. Just getting better faster. Here we go. Bumping it up. 170. Shake them out, get the blood flowing. Stay relaxed, stay loose. Think about your breathing. You might have heard a few times, because I know I look down to the microphones right here, some deep breaths from me. Take some deep breaths. Stay relaxed. This will help you. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, great job, great job, great job. Here we go, 180. Last one of the day. All right, and again, if you want to push farther than this, if your goals have you needing to go to 200, then keep doing, keep working. Here we go, 180. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, great job. I'm feeling like we should do a bonus round. So let's do 190. If anyone's still hanging with it, here's 190. And if you're not, that's fine. That's totally okay. But I'm hoping that this video will help you get there. Here it is, 190. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so that's 190. I hope you found this helpful. Try to do this for 2 weeks and see what you got. See how much better you can get. And don't forget this exercise. It is not necessarily teaching you a new technique. It is enhancing those basics, the fundamentals, the muscle development, the tendon development that we need in order to play faster, to have more endurance, to use the other techniques, again, like the push and pull technique, like the Moeller technique. Those techniques are more effective if this true speed development is already completed. All right? So don't skip it. Give it a try. And if you want to be working on your left hand, you can do this whole exercise with your left hand starting. So we did everyone with the right hand just now. Just start it with your left hand. And that can flip it if that's important for you. When I develop sort of a curriculum for my students, I look at the whole big picture of the development. And I don't generally force my students to do a left hand lead with this. And why? Because the muscles are still getting the workout that they need and the development that they need, no matter which hand is going first. The hand that starts, that's sort of like a mental practice, right? That gets our brain around starting with what's our weak hand for most of us, right? And there's other ways that we develop that in the bigger picture of our curriculum. For example, 7-stroke rolls, 10-stroke rolls, 11-stroke rolls, 15-stroke rolls. Those rolls only start on the left hand. So they never even get a right hand practice with those. And this is a very traditional approach to rudimental playing, right? In 25 years of playing drums, maybe more now, I've come across 3 or 4 situations with a 7-stroke roll on our right hand, but a million with it on the left hand. So I try to look at our development that way, right? Like certain things are going to get a left hand lead. There's going to be days where we're focusing on left hand stuff. But for this one exercise, I found your progress for what we're trying to do, what this is targeted for, is speed development. And that speed development happens no faster if we do left hand leads, right? So if you're wondering, that's my approach. Those are some of my concepts to the larger picture of developing ourselves as drummers. So don't forget to put your progress in the comments. I want to see if this is helping you. If you're liking this video and the other videos that I'm putting out to try to help all the drummers in the world, subscribe so you can see when these videos pop up and you don't miss any. And put in the comments what you might want to see, because I want to serve you guys. And if you put some topics in there, happy to talk about them and make some videos for you. All right? Cool. Thanks for watching. Keep drumming.